Hello there, I'm Knightlightnin.
And I'm WhoFartd.
And together we are
fartknightgamers.
Okay, on this channel we have bad language and offensive content. That is your disclaimer. So if that is not your bag, baby, go to somebody else's channel. We're going to discuss a number of things today. We're also going to unveil a brand new incoming character. Stay tuned. And if you're interested, check out the timestamps in the description below.
And that doesn't mean pointing directly at Littlefinger.
Point directly at Littlefinger. Yes. And thank you, Littlefinger, for joining us today.
Back again. What's up?
All right. So, WhoFartd, you had a particular topic you wanted to review and go over and see what happened. So, what was that?
So, it actually happened recently that I was kind of caught at a conundrum of what to do next. So, club currency, anybody who's been playing the game now for, what, we started in March? It's been one giant month during the quarantine, so I can't really remember how long that is. But most people are at the point where they've just about gotten Jack Sparrow done. They've just about gotten done one of either Sorcerer, Mickey, or Kristoff, depending on their priorities. Now, yes, the people who have not done Mickey yet could jump over to Mickey, but most people who want Mickey have already done Mickey. So now the question is where to go next, because honestly, Baloo's crap, Sully's crap, Hook's crap, Yzma's crap, Gaston's crap. Syndrome's not bad, but you can farm him elsewhere. Hopper's crap. What do? Do you go off of the need for another downtown villain to go with Syndrome? Which, okay, I understand that. But, or does this currency now just become the new norm for gear farming? Which is not a bad thing. And the currency to volume exchange is actually pretty decent compared to, let's say, the coin exchange for what you pay for a much lesser piece of gear. But is that really the optimal usage of this currency? Because it doesn't seem like they're looking to refresh the characters anytime soon. So I kick it to both you guys. What are your thoughts?
Well,
I think...
Go for it, Littlefinger.
No, go ahead, Knightlightning.
All right. Well, the one caveat I will say with Sully, because I would tend to agree with you as far as endgame, Sully is just kind of whatever. Supposedly, I've heard he's really good in Lotso teams because of the fear mechanic, and he does like an AoE to that effect, or gets you. It's a tank in addition to a fear team, but at the moment, that's very niche. And even though I like niche, I mean,
well, let's also add in the fact
I would not sever install Star Sully.
Let's put this in context. Littlefinger, do you have Lotso 7-starred yet?
No, I only have him 3-starred, and that's it.
Okay, if Littlefinger does not have him 7-starred, that means unless you're the Whale of Whales, there's no way, because for those who don't know, Littlefinger has found a way to get as many free crystals as humanly possible.
That's true.
So let's put that into context.
That's a good point. And look, what's his name? Who's the downtown villain that works with Lotso and Big Baby? Is it Crush or Crunch or whatever his name is?
We'll call him Crush.
Let's call him Crush. He is in 2 farming locations, so he's actually fairly easy to farm compared to other characters. But it's not like we don't know when the next Lotso event's coming around. It could be a month or 2. So even if you were to say get them up to 5-star, what you're looking at is not a PvP arena team or Sorcerer's tournament team. You're looking at maybe a downtown villains team that might help you unlock Surge. But again, Sully has no part in that. So what you're really looking at is a club conquest team, which who's really going crazy farming up, gearing up characters just for club conquest? I mean,
Littlefinger.
Yeah, exactly.
Which brings you to WhoFartd's question, though. For when they have events for, like, the crystals, they really screw you over with its wilds. You have to actually not only 3-star them, but you also have to tier 4 them, which means that there's not a whole lot of people who you could actually have. Like, the Lion King is one, but he's a special event. So is Scar. So is Rafiki, which means the other ones, that's what you're using the currency on sometimes just to get an extra character because they're shitty. But, like, it's kind of forcing you to get the crystals. Otherwise, other people who are farming them are getting, like, speed, not even speed crystals, crit, damage, defense. And so far, for the 2 times that it's come up, I think it's been mostly wilds that they've had with the crystals.
So that means you're leaning towards farming Baloo as the next character?
I would actually... I don't think I really like Blue. I mean, I think he's a nice tank, but I don't think he's really that good at all. So
then how does that relate to the club currency question, though?
Because basically you're asking, like, who would you farm for the wilds as a, like, I guess, a 5th person? Or technically, if you wanted just the first 2, all you have to have is 3. So, I mean, but you have to tier 4 them.
Right. So what you're saying is, as far as, so Littlefinger, if I can kind of interpret what you're saying, you would go after. The tough thing is, what you're talking about is essentially balancing the requirements to obtaining crystals with what you can do with club exchange tokens, and there's just not a lot of options because, yes, you could unlock. You can go with Kristoff. Like, for example, 3 days ago, I had maybe 8 Kristoff tokens just because of what I happened to pull randomly. I was not farming this character. Seeing the Wilds event come back, I was like, you know what? Let me start working on Kristoff as an easy farm wild. I was hoarding a little bit of club exchange currency, to your point, WhoFartd, because I really wasn't sure what the hell I wanted to do next.
Yes.
You know, I like Jack Sparrow. He's a phenomenal character. You know, there's almost nothing worse than being in Sorcerer's Tournament fighting Jack Sparrow, and he hits that adjacent charm, and like 3 of your characters get charmed. It's almost a match that's hard, extremely difficult to come back from. But honestly, I could clear Tower 3 anytime I want. So there's a part of me that's wondering, well, how much should I really invest in Jack Sparrow? Part of me sort of wants to do it on spec in case speed crystals are unlockable through Oceanic, but they could make it something completely different. They could say, oh, princesses, that's what you need for speed crystals, in which case you just wasted your club currency farming up Jack Sparrow at this point. If you already cleared Tower 3, or you can do so at any time like I can, and I'm just farming those 9 levels over and over to build up my tower exchange currency, I don't see an immediate need. He's not going to give me any big benefits. I have Mickey 7-starred. I'm not sure what to do right now, to your point, because I was looking at farming up Kristoff because, hey, you know what? I need wilds. But then I saw, to your point, Littlefinger, you can't just have these characters farmed up. You need them tier 4. And you know, when you look at those wilds, I'm like, I'm not going to tier 4 Rafiki or Simba, who are like 2 or 3 stars, and I can't.
Well, I would also jump in on one thing. Yeah, Simba may not be a bad investment.
He's not, but at the moment, you know, have him like at like 3-star, and the next time I won't be able to work on him till the next event comes around, which will probably be what? The 1st of August, maybe?
No. I think Lion King, we've already seen it come back in less than a month's time. Maybe a month and a half.
I think it was more like 6 weeks, because the Lion King event was kind of starting, I want to say 10 or 11 weeks ago, and it passed us, what, 3 weeks ago?
Yeah, that's fair. That's an accurate cadence.
So what am I going to do, have like a 4-star Simba?
Okay, you'll laugh.
Maybe a
4-star Simba is is usable in Club Conquest.
Right, but again, to that point though, I'm mainly looking at the wilds as a means to get those crystals, not so much.
Yeah, no. I understand exactly what you're saying, but I will say this: from a crystals usage and from a general usage, I am becoming more and more convinced because I have a low geared but 6-star, and really once I get money 7-starred Kristoff. He's nasty. So he's got standalone value in so many different things. I use him for Tower 4 on a regular basis, and he can solo the first 2 battles at gear 2 and level 33.
My God, how many? You have him? How far up star do you have? 7?
So I have him 7, but I haven't paid the money for 7. I've got him a true 6.
I see.
And then
you don't have $1 million gold to waste.
Exactly.
On.
I need a nice sugar daddy to give me some cash.
Exactly. Littlefinger, there have been rumors of you turning tricks on corners to get in-game currency. Will you confirm or deny whether these rumors are true?
There might be photo evidence of this.
The diamonds?
Yeah. You're turning tricks for gems for Disney Sorcerer's Arena. But
I play a lot of games.
Yeah. I mean, look, getting back to your point, I can't focus on everything right now. I've been farming downtown villains for a month plus. I've also been working on the Aladdin crew. I just 5-starred Genie. I'm hoping to get him 6 before the next event comes around so I can get Jafar. But this is the issue. I feel like if I work on wilds, I'm going to be...
I think 5-star you'll unlock him.
I'm myself so thin that I'm just not going to have strong characters. A whole lot of not strong characters.
So in other words, you're going to be turning tricks with Littlefinger to get more Genie cards.
Exactly. Yeah, I don't know.
Jasmine is painful, I'll tell you.
I honestly...
Littlefinger, turning tricks or Genie shards?
Just tricks.
So WhoFartd, you are basically just going to be using Club Exchange currency exclusively for the gear at the moment. Is
that's where my thinking is. I'm not going to run myself down to a low number. I'm going to bank some, but I'm conservatively using it for gear because I'm just looking at this more and more, and as we discuss this, there has to be a change coming because this is a sea of crap with 3 stellar standouts, maybe a 4th okay in Syndrome.
Yeah.
But I can't be the only one going, why bother?
Yeah, because look, if they announce, let's say you have a 7-star Jack Sparrow, right? And they announce next week that Oceanic is needed for speed crystals. You will actually have wanted to hoard your Club Exchange currency and bring Hook up as fast as possible. Because your Oceanic characters, unless they release... Because look, even if they release brand new Oceanic characters, they unlock Maui and Stitch and some of these people who are on the bench, you also have to get these characters farmed up quick. Because they'll say, oh, you need Oceanic for speed, and the event will drop like 48 hours later. So, this is our Oceanic list. 4 characters are farmable. The 5th you can only get through Club Conquest.
Yeah.
Davy Jones.
And we already went through, I complained about club currency being a sea of crap. This is literally Oceanic, a sea of crap. So
speaking of WhoFartd, I understand you have really corny pirate jokes in your repertoire.
Okay, you got me going back to it. All right, what is a pirate's favorite letter?
I don't know. What is a pirate's favorite letter?
The sea.
The sea. Why are pirates so mad?
Don't know.
I don't know either. They just are. So bad. So
What only makes this worse is at least you can get away with saying that's a dad joke. I don't have any kids to blame this on.
Yeah, you know what? You've had dad jokes in your repertoire since you were like 10 years old.
Oh yeah, there's no question. I'm locked and loaded.
What's your pirate's favorite cereal?
Yeah, but okay, look, while we're on the topic of currency.
I love that we just ignored Littlefinger's joke altogether. Wow. It's like, what's a pirate's favorite joke? Next topic. You know, we're not going to touch upon that. That means only one thing.
What is it?
That Knightlightning's heard this joke, and it's terrible.
Okay.
That one?
Say it again. What's
a pirate's favorite cereal?
Favorite cereal? What?
Bootios. Stupid. Just terrible.
And now we jump to our next topic.
Yeah.
after the train wreck, we move to the next topic.
Exactly. Yeah, I don't know. I'm tempted to hoard Club Exchange currency because I feel like, yeah, I could go for Kristoff and start getting maybe crystals farmed up for the wilds, but I'm kind of hoping to introduce a new character into the Club Exchange that I'm really interested in. In addition, maybe it's a character we need for speed crystals or some other event. We still have that event tower that's coming out, which is really fascinating. Speaking of event towers, in that whole bit, what do you guys think of the PvP arena changes?
Okay, so I would love to rant on this because they took a very hard to farm situation, because once you hit a certain level, whether it be gold 2, gold 1, platinum 5,000, whatever your level's on, you don't get a large amount of currency, and it's very hard to get wins once you hit your ceiling.
Yeah.
And you're talking about you need conservatively 2 wins in 5 battles or 4 wins, depending on the amount of guys you take out each time and the amount of wins.
Yeah.
So you used to get 3 Robin Hood currencies.
Yes.
Or as I call him, Fox Hawkeye, because for some reason I can't remember Robin Hood. So it took a while to get Robin Hood, but it moved. So it kept me motivated.
Yeah.
Now they've changed from 3 Robin Hood shards for every 10 backpacks, and that's what I'm going to call it, golden backpacks. You now get 1 Mulan shard. And any kids in the area, earmuffs, that's bullshit. Mulan is not some OP character that you need to baby the amount that we're getting. Give me some motivation, because right now I don't care about PvP Arena. I barely cared about it before. I now care about it so much less.
I mean, looking at her kit, she looks really good, but is she the 5th member on a Kingdom team that's going to help you cream Frozen? She's got some stuff in her kit that can help, but I don't think it's going to be. No. It's not going to, like, if you have a 7-star Big Bad Wolf and you throw in a 7-star Mulan, I don't know how much upswing in your viability versus a Frozen team you're really getting there.
And here's my problem with all this. All right, if you're going to make a character very, very hard to get, give me an awesome character, an iconic character, something that, like, has me theory crafting, has me thinking, or has me like, ooh, I'm really excited. No offense, Mulan's a cool character, but Mulan is not an epic movie. It's not an epic Disney movie. It's not a beast. Let's say when I think epic Disney movies, I think The Lion King, I think Fantasia, I think Beauty and the Beast. Give me something of that level. Mulan's almost a 2nd-tier movie where, like, if it's on TV, oh, maybe I'll watch it. It's not like, oh, this is on TV, I'm going to watch this.
Yeah, it's got some great songs and it's a good story, but it's not.
But Mulan is not even the best character in that movie. The best character is standing right next to her in that picture.
Who's not in the game. Who we need is a spell, I would say.
I think he's a spell. But I'm sorry. Maybe I'm biased. Maybe I am still thinking of 1980s Eddie Murphy anytime I see him. But you give me a character voiced by Eddie Murphy playing a little like the classic Eddie Murphy, instant favorite Disney character.
Yeah, I mean, I will say this for Mulan against Frozen teams. She has this passive. When an opponent gains a helpful effect, there's a 30% chance to gain tactics, which if you're against Frozen, you're basically saying she's going to have tactics all day, every day. Because all that team does is gain boss. So every single thing that has a chance for her to do whatever is as long as it passes, like this one, inflict stun and 30% chance to inflict slow on all targets. That is going to be guaranteed at least to attempt to trigger the potency versus the tenacity or whatever. But
completely agree. And my comments were not on the viability of Mulan.
Yeah, but we switched to Kingdom character. Here's my problem. Kingdom characters are easily, in general, the most farmable in the game between just Mickey and Aladdin alone. Okay? No one's dying to have extra Kingdom characters.
No. This is essentially the equivalency of when Star Wars Galaxy Heroes would give more Clone War characters. Like,
exactly.
We've already got 72 of them. You can't incentivize us by giving us another one, like, even if they're good.
Yeah, you either have, if you don't have, like, a complete hard-on for the Clone Wars, then...
Speak for yourself. Littlefinger's getting all excited hearing about Clone Wars all again.
That's why he's careful not to bring the camera down. But, we traded a Kingdom farm where we're getting 3 shards a day to another Kingdom farm where you're getting 1 shard a day. And here's the funny thing. The funny thing is, before, we were looking at the weekly and season rewards as almost complete garbage. Like, we had this conversation.
Now they're essential.
Yeah, now they're essential. They're like, because like 2 weeks ago, you would have said, oh my God, a whole week, and all I get is 5 Robin Hood shards? Nonsense. And seasonal is like total trash. Now you're looking at, oh my God, every week I'm getting 5 Mulan shards? This is incredible. I'm like almost doubling my farming speed with Mulan. And this is my guess. The question is, why do they do this? I'm guessing they wanted to make PvP more competitive because now you have a much bigger reason to want to get higher up.
Now, see, this is where I disagree.
Well, let me
I now don't give a crap about PvP.
Did you give a crap 2 weeks ago, though?
I gave like maybe a smidgen more crap.
Okay. Well, let me. I'll use my logic divided by your logic. I think they did this to really encourage people to farm to get to this like champion and grand champion level as much as possible and make it competitive, and maybe find a way for people to spend gems on their teams and stuff. Because if you're not doing that, you're gonna get Mulan at 7 stars in like a year.
So let me ask you one question.
To your point, it's a grind to get 1 shard. What's the average match? And again, PvP Arena is not a mode you can just quit. Keep that in mind.
So I'll just ask you one simple question. I asked this both to Littlefinger and Knightlightnin. Do you have a life? If you do, this is stupid. If you don't, hey, you just hit the lottery. Because you just got something to do for the next like 2 years.
We're pretty agreed that the 1 shard PvP Arena thing absolutely sucks, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
To quote a knockoff cartoon of Davy and Goliath, Davey, we just got hosed.
Yeah. One thing they said concerns me a little bit. They did say that they did mention that this change of bringing in Mulan instead of Robin Hood is going to be like a new cadence that they're going to regularly rotate PvP characters in.
Which I wouldn't have had an issue if they didn't touch anything.
Yeah, because if you're getting, look, if they're only changing it once every 3 months, maybe it's fine. But if you're only getting one shard a day, I mean, it's brutal. And if they change it faster than that, if they change it once every month and you're only getting one shard a day, but they do it every season's a new character, it's going to be
That means I'm only getting like shards every 4 days.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's brutal. The other thing is,
though, Robin Hood cost what? He was 50 to actually unlock him.
It's not the amount to unlock. That's not what we're talking about. It's the amount of daily shards you get. Because Robin Hood used to get 3 shards daily from every win. So I would, like me in particular, and I don't want to get back on my rant because I will rant. You got 3 shards daily for doing 4 battles. Let's figure that most of us are winning 3 out of the 4 battles. So you would get him after 4 battles. Now you're getting 1, and that's not enough to make it worthwhile.
Well, here's definitely something to your point, WhoFartd. You said you don't care about PvP Arena. Let's imagine what the average length of a PvP Arena match is. 3 minutes? 2 minutes?
Non-frozen teams, I'd say between 2 to 3 minutes.
Okay. And what would you say most people, what do we do on average? 4 battles a day? 5?
Yeah, I'd say 4 battles is usually mine.
Because look, sometimes you get into this great winning. Actually, hold on. 4 is the minimum, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay, so 4 can't be the average. So it might be.
Four's. I would say 4 is the average for you, me, and Littlefinger. But 4, I would not say is the average.
Yeah. So if it's probably more like 5 or 6 is the actual average. So let's say it's 5, 2 to 3 minutes of battle. You're spending 10 to 15 active minutes playing a mode. Again, you can't exit out.
And I mean this nicely. Let's put it in context. If your job was to say, we're going to add on 20 minutes to your day, how much would that be worth? Now you can then quantify the dollar value that you're losing by playing an arena version that does not give anywhere near value.
Yeah. You see, I would almost be okay if they made 1 shard, but they drastically increased the weekly or season rewards.
Fine.
So
cool.
At least but to your point, at least there's a real serious competitive reason to climb those ranks. But to kill myself for an extra 1 shard a week, I mean, come on. The 1 extra loyalty coin a week or a season is like crazy.
Yeah, but now that you're doing that, now that they actually made her, you can buy it for 20, like you can get 25, which I've saw already a 4-star Mulan. They've already taken the fun out of it.
Well, I wouldn't even say taking the fun out of it because I have 0 issue. If there's a whale out there that wants to spend their money, have at it, enjoy. You're willing to do something, I'm not. And let's put it this way. I have the means to whale out, but there's no way I'm whaling out in this game. So if you decide to do it and you're going to spend your hard-earned cash or your mommy and daddy's cash or your sugar mama's cash or your sugar daddy's cash, whatever it may be, enjoy. Because you allow me to not spend. So
I think
all good by me.
I think we're going to have to put that in as a new spell, sugar daddy's cash.
I think that's definitely one.
Definitely an ultimate spell. Here's what is awesome, though. As bad as the changes they made to PvP Arena, they did do something really awesome, which is put in this ability to go into a player profile and just fight any of your friends anytime you want. So you just go in, you click challenge, and you fight their defense team.
So here's the question, Littlefinger, how many times have you fought Dankool?
Dankool is an interesting case, but I'll let Littlefinger answer that question.
I fought it once, and I took him out in 3 turns.
First of all, I call bullshit. There's no way you did it just once. You get a sick glee out of beating people. So I think 1 is like, maybe the low end is 4 or 5 times.
See, Dankool is interesting because this is his PvP Arena team. Fine. His tournament team, fine. It's, he doesn't have a lot of people farmed up. But this is his defense team. And, I don't know if he just doesn't know that he could set it, but I guess... He
doesn't know. Look, we may get a laugh right now. He doesn't know. Yeah. He knows many things about games that deal with clicking the auto button, but he does not know a lot of the nuances that... And how does he have no club? Did we just kick him out?
No, when you do this challenge, it always says your opponent has no club for some reason.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, either way, he picks up a lot of things in the games from us in particular. So if we don't tell him, he'll never do it. So that's why we have a very important job of busting his balls on things. It's almost like a public service.
No, we're definitely not telling him about this.
Oh, no. We're sending him the video.
Well, no. Here's the thing. Here's the thing, though. Here's what's so. Here's one thing, though. There is a serious potential merit.
Before it started.
There is real good merit to this because if somebody in your club is willing to sacrifice their tournament rank, this is actually kind of cool. Because let's
see if you can do it in 1 turn. Come on, do it.
So far, that's 2 characters. There you go.
And that's it. That was 1. Nobody.
Wow, Littlefinger, it took you 3 turns? Knight just schooled you.
Well, my team moves a little faster than my Big Bad Wolf.
Yeah.
If I just put in Big Bad Wolf, I would probably do it in 1 move.
Exactly. Just do his AoE, and it's just like, bam, done.
Yeah, correct. You know what, though? Here's the thing.
For anyone in our guild watching this right now, do not kick out Dankool. Yeah, he has a lot of value.
Do not tell him. Well, honestly, here's the thing. If somebody in your club is willing to make the sacrifice and is, if they have a terrible rank Sorcerer's Tournament, they don't care about Sorcerer's Tournament, let them keep a crappy team on defense. Because here's the thing. It's actually a great way to test out characters you do not have built up yet, and you want to see tactical interaction. So
it's a sandbox. It's essentially a sandbox.
I just unlocked Madam Mim, but if I fought, say, your team who fought with Madam Mim in there, even though she's like level 30, but she's like tier 3 or 2, 3 star, 3 or 4 star. I'm not testing anything. I'm just going to get annihilated. So there is some merit. The world needs Dankools. That's what I'm trying to say.
What's next? You're going to come with the line from Caddyshack? Well, the world needs ditch diggers, too.
That's awesome. So here's a question. Switching gears. We were talking about pirates before. Moving towards our fake news section of our channel. How did you guys react to the news that Margot Robbie is going to be the lead in the new Pirates movie?
So I'll start off with, we actually had a little conversation with this. So let me just preface it. Margot Robbie is probably my favorite actress right now. It also doesn't hurt that she loves heavy metal, so she's obviously got good taste in music. She's gone to see Metallica in concert, so obviously her priorities are in order.
Okay. Somebody's
let's be honest.
Adapedia.
Somebody's getting a little excited. Yeah.
So let's be honest. She's gorgeous. Doesn't hurt the fact. And she's a very talented actress and very versatile. But here's my issue. The reason the first couple pirates were so good was you only had 2 key pirates who had such swagger to them that, like, you believe they could be pirates. And I'm not just talking Johnny Depp, but I'm also talking Jeffrey Rush.
Yeah.
I don't think there are many actors or actresses today that have that level of swagger. And as much as I may like Margot Robbie, she doesn't have that swagger. And I think I came up with like a quick list of it. But in reality, I can only think of 2 people, actors, actresses, who have that swagger, and she's not one of them. So I think that she would be great if she plays a normal person, and they get a more, and I really can't, I don't think there's a word in the dictionary.
Like a superstar to play the actual pirates. Someone
who just oozes that. Like when I think swagger, I think, and not because it rhymes, I think Mick Jagger, okay? And he's not one of the actors, but you know, when he walks in, like, he's just kind of like a little sleazy, a little cool, like, but instantly they're at the center of the room.
There's an immediate presence felt by everybody there.
Exactly. And that's a pirate to me. And that's why Keith Richards was the basis for Johnny Depp. It's character.
Yeah, see, what's interesting is I think if you look at the Pirates of the Caribbean movies, I think it's a mistake to say you need a swagger, powerful character in the lead role, because if you look at the way Johnny Depp and the Jack Sparrow character worked the best was as an overall accent to the Pirates movie. Because if you look at the first movie, he's in a large chunk of it, but he's not in like 2/3 of the scenes.
No, he plays off of characters.
He's an accent to a love story with Will and Elizabeth. And I think if they do something similar where Margot Robbie is the lead, kind of like Keira Knightley was Elizabeth, and they have this superstar pirate accent to the character, to the picture, it could be pulled off well. Because once Johnny Depp became the main focus, like 100% of the movies, which to me started in movie 4, the movies just dropped off. Because it's like, all right, we've seen like 300 hours of this Jack Sparrow gimmick, and it is tiring when you're seeing it on the screen the entire movie. It doesn't make it special anymore. I think that's the problem. It becomes oversaturated.
Yeah, but it's kind of like, okay, let's put this in context. Let's take some of the greatest horror movies of all time. All of them stopped getting the Halloweens, the Friday the 13th, stopped getting scary after the 4th one. When Jason takes Manhattan and he's uppercut punching somebody's head into a dumpster off of a huge building, it loses something.
I love that movie.
And yes.
I'll have to say, Child's Play. The original one, not the new one.
No.
But the original one.
So let me go back. But my point is, that's when you lose the audience, is that I think any movies that you hit the 4th one, the 5th one, you're going to lose it. Fast and the Furious is probably the one that they keep churning out ones. And to be honest, who didn't get sick of Vin Diesel saying, "Oh, family first," in every single friggin' movie?
No.
And Vin Diesel was the coolest thing about the first movie. So I think that's going to happen anytime you churn out that many movies. Heck, right. Godfather first 2 were 2 of the greatest movies ever made. By the 3rd one, you're like, I don't care about Michael Corleone.
Yeah, I mean, I'm hopeful. I'm skeptical, but also hopeful for this Pirates movie. My only thing is, look, I'm not going to tell you Margot Robbie is not extremely attractive, but there was something exceptional about how beautiful Keira Knightley was in the Pirates movies. I don't know what to call it, but
no, she had classic beauty. That's the best way to put it.
There's a charm level as well that's like, wow. Like you see her like close-ups in any of the first three movies, like, you know, they'll put smudge all over her and she'll be, you know, have like blood all over. It's like, damn, this girl's gorgeous.
No, she also, what people sometimes forget, because she doesn't do many movies, is she's also a phenomenal actress. Like,
yeah, that's true.
She can hold her own in any style of movie that you're going to throw at her.
That's true. All right, so moving towards our actual fake news section now. We ready for this bomb to drop?
I think it's time to drop the bombshell.
Okay, here we go. Pirates of Prey. Margot Robbie, Harley Quinn, or as I was going to show right here in the bottom right corner, Harl Aye Quinn. Captain Harl Aye Quinn is our new character coming to Disney Sorcerers Arena. You heard it here first, folks. So, Littlefinger, can you talk to me a little bit about her basic ability?
First ability, it's Pirates Booty.
So, WhoFartd, you want to jump in on this? Because I know you want a piece of this Pirates Booty right here.
I don't think there is any question. I want the whole thing. Now, see, I think that this is going to go back to a new ability in the game, and that's going to be a distraction.
Yeah.
Almost like a stun. Because, like, if she's wearing something skimpy like that picture is showing, every male character will be temporarily stunned or looking or, like, trying not to look. You know, maybe they put on the sunglasses so nobody's catching them staring. But they're temporarily distracted, and as they're temporarily distracted, she does an AoE hit on all of them. That's where I see her basic being.
So, do you think when those characters are charmed, their head movements change like this?
I'm more predicting the sunglasses in the kind of lean look.
The lean, yes. The lean and the bringing the sunglasses down a bit. To say,
or maybe like you look at the guy next to you and kind of give the nod.
Well, regardless of Margot Robbie or Harl Aye Quinn's character development, shall we say, in Pirates, we're absolutely hoping for some Pirates Booty to get some Pirates Booty action in the next Pirates movie. Now, her first special is called Hammer Ahoy, and this is kind of cool. I picture her standing behind someone she wants to take out. She's got that giant hammer from Suicide Squad, or her classic Harley Quinn character, and she just says, "Hammer Ahoy," and someone turns around and is like, "What?" And she just bashes the guy in the head with it.
I don't know. I kind of see the hammers ahoy as she's hopping in front of somebody, bending down, and she's definitely getting hammered.
And we've now red flagged on YouTube, everyone.
Yeah, well.
So I was more thinking that this would be kind of similar to Shao Kahn's move with his hammer, where like maybe there's a knockdown and then it does like a decapitation type move.
Yeah.
But now that Littlefinger has ensured that we have violated a lot of codes on YouTube, I think we probably need a second disclaimer here. But moving on.
Well, Littlefinger, you brought up this special before for my pudding, Mr. J.
Yes, I did.
Now, who is Mr. J? For people who are not super familiar with the DC Universe.
Mr. J is the Joker, but her kind of nickname is for him Mr. J or Puddin', which in this case, as Knightlightnin was saying, that J could also stand for Jack Sparrow.
Yeah.
I mean, she could be, you know,
So
into pirates now.
are we implying that she is the significant other of Jack Sparrow? Is that what we're saying here?
She's the lover of Jack Sparrow.
Well, or maybe they'll do something where they'll pull a Star Wars in the second new Pirates movie, and after we watch them making out, we'll find out that they're related.
Okay, there is not another movie that needs a brother and sister making out. I'm sorry, I don't care the context. I don't care if they didn't know they were separated in other galaxies. No.
No. I wasn't thinking brother sister. I was thinking more like father daughter.
Okay, I don't care. I don't care if they're seventh cousins twice removed. If there's any blood related, no. George Lucas already went way too far off that cliff than anybody ever needed to know.
Yeah, you gotta wonder if he knew. I mean, there's every indication that he knew what the full story was going to be when The Empire Strikes Back came out. So it really makes you wonder why. Like, there is footage cut out of the first movies, and it makes you wonder why you absolutely needed that kiss to happen.
Look, I get that kiss. That kiss was important in the sense that a kiss had to be done because she was trying to throw off Han Solo. She's trying to show that she's not getting charmed by him. But it should have been Portkins. Portkins would have been the best character she could have kissed.
Portkins was dead.
Was Portkins dead at that point?
He died in the attack of the first Death Star.
Yep.
Maybe his ghost. You know, he's a Force ghost. That works.
The first fat Force ghost.
Exactly. Piggy needs to come back.
Oh my God.
And for any of you who have not watched the video, there is a video that somebody spliced together of Portkins blowing up the Death Star, and it is the first time you watch it, you will laugh hysterically. And actually, in the legacy before Disney started over, he was an important character in some of the storylines, and his nickname was Piggy. So I'm not even making this up. It was hilarious, the fact that like there was no issue whatsoever in the 80s on shaming this fat man.
The 70s, yeah. Wow. It's awesome. All right, moving on. For Pirates of Prey, we have the first passive ability, Yo Ho Ho, and a Ha 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 Ha. So this is kind of hearkening to both this Harley Quinn personality merging into a pirate personality. So I don't know. I just see this as like being completely sadistic, being a pirate, but also being a complete maniac.
So I'm seeing this as she goes and like takes out her sword and stabs somebody, and in the meantime takes out a switchblade and stabs them again. So multi-hit.
Oh, I like that. What do you think, Littlefinger?
I see her taking out a bazooka and just blowing somebody up.
Ah, I like that. Get the cannon out, right?
Get the cannon out.
Nice, nice. All right, for the final passive, WhoFartd, do you want to take this one?
So the Jolly Harl. Now that I've tongue-tied and butchered it horribly, the Jolly Roger.
Wow.
So now that I've steered this boat into a complete train wreck.
That's some really bad. Wow. You know, I'm not even going to go there. What that makes me think of. But if you were to
Oh, no. You've got to proceed and say this. We've already drove off the cliff on things that are inappropriate.
If you substitute L's for R's, I think, okay, I don't think it's appropriate. You know, WhoFartd, I think it's really wrong, the insinuation to Asianify a really serious character like this Pirates of Prey Harley Quinn by insinuating that the way anybody would pronounce the passive as Jari Hari Roger. Wow.
I'm now thinking about that like Dave Chappelle bit.
My favorite is King John Ill from South Park's
from Team America. Thinking of.
Isha Ronry.
So now we've officially been kicked off of YouTube.
Actually, we need Dankool, who is a great friend of ours, Chinese,
Wow.
to legitimize us on this. Maybe we'll ask him to pronounce it.
you know that he's gonna like his exact line was, "Fuck you guys."
Yes, correct. And if I actually asked Dankool on this to read this, he'd just be like, "Jolly Harley Roger."
Well, okay, so let's go into a little more fun on this all. So if we really want to go on who's the worst of all of us, which one of us took a Chinese guy to a Korean barbecue restaurant because he could read it?
No. He took.
That's guilty.
Littlefinger calls up Dankool. I believe I have this story right. Littlefinger calls up Dankool, who's Chinese, like 100% Chinese.
No question. Like he'll tell you this. So like even if you're not sure.
First generation American, parents came from China, Chinese. Okay, and Littlefinger calls him and says, "Hey, I want to go to this restaurant, but I really need your help." And Dankool's like, "Why?" He says, "Because I need you to translate the Japanese." And he knows. There's no way you didn't know Dankool was Chinese, knowing him for like a decade plus at this point. But that's where the offense begins. Where it ends is when they get to the restaurant and Dankool finds the place they're trying to go to was a Korean barbecue restaurant. So he essentially had the Chinese American to translate Japanese menus inside of the Korean barbecue.
Well, what makes it even worse is, as Dankool tells it, he told you, "Fuck you, I'm leaving."
Fuck you, I'm leaving.
And you didn't understand why.
This is why Dankool is such a badass, because he is such an excellent sport. If he didn't have the character that he has and was such a good friend to everybody, like
let's put in that situation, he would have had every right to hit Littlefinger in the face for that.
Yeah. Oh my God, that's brutal. All right, so let's finish this up. Passive, Jolly Holly Roger. We actually have the customized flag of what this new Margot Robbie character is going to be, which is this Harl Aye Quinn, skull crossbones thing in a black flag. So I think that's cool. I think this is going to be the name of her ship. Jolly Roger was a ship of some kind in some pirate escapade at some point, and I don't know.
Could you be any more specific of, some general pirate escapade at some point in time that a Jolly Roger? Wasn't the Jolly Roger the flag, not the ship? I thought that was the name of the pirate flag, was called the Jolly Roger.
You might. I don't know. I'm not Steve. You know what? I defer to you as the Captain Fisherman.
Okay, hold on one second. I will officially confirm. When it comes
to seafaring ventures, I defer to WhoFartd's lengthy seafaring experience. But here's the thing, though.
Jolly Roger is the traditional English name for the flags flown to identify a pirate ship about to attack during the early 18th century.
Actually, I believe the Jolly Roger is also the name of Captain Hook's ship.
Okay, that's entirely possible.
So it does fit in the Disney world. Here's a thought, though. What if this is something like, if the terrain, and this is something not in the game yet, if the terrain that you're playing on is like Oceanic, your whole team gets bonuses. I think it'd be very interesting. Like,
or could it be a random character drowns?
Yeah, but let's say they introduce that as a concept to the game where there can be certain potential bonuses. Like maybe Frozen doesn't work so well when you're fighting them in the desert. Right? Maybe your kingdom team is punching up actually has a chance when you can't freeze sand so good.
So are we now predicting like a Beetlejuice character that like automatically takes you through one of those doors into like a sand area?
Dude, that would be awesome.
Who owns Beetlejuice now? Does Disney actually own?
Yeah.
I'm tempted. I think of Tim Burton. I think of Warner Brothers. So
Okay, let me see.
I could be
It does
wrong.
sound like a WB.
I feel like it's Warner Brothers. At least I feel like it might have been at some point. It's interesting. But
by the way, did you know that it won the Academy Award for Best Makeup and Hairstyle?
I believe it. That's an awesome movie. All right, who farted? We got to end this thing. You got any last bits of wisdom, or Littlefinger? You got anything to say?
Well, after Littlefinger's appearance at the Korean barbecue restaurant, I don't think you really should say anything.
Love it. All right, everyone. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe. Anything you want to see, any questions you have, please leave comments in the section below. Have a great week.